everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today is December 8th, 2022. We'll be analyzing Renascor Resources, which the SX code is RNU. This is a stock that everyone is talking about. It's a graphite explorer that is currently looking at developing its project in South Australia. And the stock has rallied really hard over the last few weeks. We'll explore whether this is a good time to buy, or if not, when we should be buying this stock if we were to buy it. And what would be our target? So let's have a look. Just want to remind that this isn't a financial advice. It's just from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply our strategies to know when to buy and when to sell stocks, how we set up targets, stop losses, and much more on in this channel. If you like, please subscribe, share this video with someone, and also I'd like to invite you to become a member of our free Facebook community. It calls Buy Growth Sell Strategy for Share Traders. This is a community that we normally put our stock analysis, not all of them, because most of them are for our VIP members, but we share occasionally, and we open questions like this one we did 5 days ago. What stock would you want us to analyze for you? And then we have great quality conversation, great time with our members that normally talk about potential opportunities, potential stocks that could give us a good return over the short term, medium term, or even a long term. So it's great for anyone that is starting an investing journey or trading, or anyone that is already a trader. Get involved with us. Now, let's jump straight into the analysis. First of all, I'm going to divide this analysis in two separate parts. So you can skip the first part, which will be the fundamental aspects of the company, and you can skip to the technical analysis. So I'm going to put the times below, so you can skip if you want. Okay. Now, straight away, Renascor Resources. For those who are not familiar with this company, Renascor is a graphite exploration company, which is a flagship, which has its flagships project in South Australia. This is a big green tick for us. As you know, here in the channel, we like companies that are not just Australian based, but has its project in Australia rather than have its project offshore. That first of all block any potential geopolitical problems that we have during the mining, during the development of the project, and this is really good for this company. So always this is a green tick for us. Project in Australia. So Renascor Resources is focusing to develop its mine in South Australia. This mine will produce about 60 tons per annum of purified spherical graphite, which is a key element for a battery anode. All right, and then together with other players in the market, they probably will be sort of developing its project by 2024, 2025. We know we have Novonix also developing its cathode and anode plant in North America. We have a Talga, which is looking into European market. With Renascor, they are really focusing to Asian markets, even China. And as you can see here, so current production of the purified spherical graphite most coming from China, and what this company is trying to do is start supplying the same market, Asian market, with already in place some memorandum of understanding, which is the first path to offtake agreement with various companies, including a POSCO, which is a South Korean company, including Zeto, including Miguan New Materials in China, Hawana Corporation in Japan, and all those companies. This first stage of presenting the product, presenting the idea for those guys, all this will lead if eventually that's become a binding agreement, offtake agreement, that will cover 60 ton per annum of spherical purified spherical graphite, which is pretty much everything of the first stage one production, which is really good, really positive for this company. So let's see what happened with the ability of the management to actually get those memorandum of interest into actually binding agreements. Now, first thing we need to understand as well for this company, how long, what's the lead time to commencing production, and that's where we want to go in depth here. So in the cycle, this company still hasn't started building its production, its mining, and that is something that normally takes about 2 years to actually deliver its completion, and which means there is a high risk for anyone that is investing in Renascor at the first stage, because it's still a very early stage. Now, the key elements, the key announcements that the market needed to watch on this stock is, well, the first one was done last week, and that's what triggered the rally. The company has received government approval for actually start building the mine, which is pretty much what leads to the next step. So the next step will be waiting for Renascor delivering to the market's technical report, which is which is due for December 2022, which is this month, or early 2023. With these technical reports on hand, then we will expect the company to make its final investment decision, and that's when a certainty starts coming into play. At the moment, it's very uncertain with this company until we have this final investment decision done, and that is due for early 2023 after this technical report completion. On my view, as soon as the company reports that it's completed its technical report, I think the market will like, and then we possibly gonna have a rally, further rally. But in the meantime, we could have a month gap, and in this month gap, we could have a lot of a sell-off or correction. Ideally, we don't want to have this correction, because once this report comes in place, we might just test the highs again, and doesn't even break out. I think in order to break out, we really need this final investment decision to come in play. Financially, the company has used this opportunity, this last rally, to actually issue a capital raising. So the whole idea is to raise $70 million to fund its facility as well. And then also has recently received conditional approval from Australian government for $185 million loan, which the whole idea is to sort of speed it up, accelerate its path to production. So Australian government is interested into green sort of a material. We need to make sure these guys start producing. That's what we need to do. And to do that will take another 2 or 3 years. So just keep that in mind. Very risky at the moment. Also, keep in mind that company generates no revenue at the moment. No revenue. You see like a statutory loss in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. And then we're going to have a massive loss. So don't get scared, because that's expected if the company starts investing a lot of money to produce, to build its facility. Then we're going to have a massive loss here in FY23 and even FY24, so which enhances the risk of investing. So this is a very risky. This is what we call trading stock. It goes up and down by the news. Speculative opportunity here for anyone that want to disclose. Now the question is, should we be buying now? Would I buy Renascor now, or would I wait for a potential entry opportunity? Let's have a look on the technical side and see whether it is at FOMO area, or it is at what we call technically fair price, or even a technically discounted price, which is our ideal entry position. Let's have a look. Now, this is a 1-year chart. If you have invested in this stock for one year ago, you would be 189% up on your position, which represents a really good a really good return on the capital. Now, however, if you have bought the stock just a couple of months after, like in February, which when it was at the top, you would just break even at the moment. It would even be low. So that's why when 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 buying a stock, if you use a BGS20 strategy, we don't buy stock for the long term for just 2 or 3 years. That makes no sense. Again, I'm just gonna say it again. Makes no sense for us. That's for our strategy, guys. Not saying this is wrong. Okay, for us, buying stock for 2 or 3 years and hope for the best. Uh, you know, what we want to be doing is we want to set up targets, like long-term targets. That's fine. So set up for targets for a stock like this of 200%, for example. So once it reaches 200%, you sell. Make it 200%, even if your long-term target reaches in 2 or 3 months. Okay, this is an example here. If you have bought December last year, December 2021, at 12 cents, you'd have made 250% out of this position, and that's when, if you've sold here, you would be able to buy a technically discounted price again, right? If you're holding the stock, you would be down now 1 year later, just because the stock is taking correction. You can argue, oh, it's gonna break out, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe not, maybe never break out, maybe this project never comes online. We don't know. I'm just bringing some arguments that enforces why it's so important to have a long-term target, just not just short-term, but long-term target if you are to play for long-term. Now, what we could have done here when it was trading at $16, you could have bought it again and set up another long-term target, which say hypothetically another 100% or 200%. And if you make it 200%, doesn't matter if it takes 1 month, 2 years, or 1 year. You sell it, take the profit, and move towards another opportunity. Okay, again, because this is a very speculative. Unless you truly believe on the story, these companies at the moment are just a story. You gotta believe on the story. It's nothing else than a story. It doesn't generate revenue, doesn't generate any profit. It's just loss, just burning money to be able to explore and produce and develop its project. So so just keep in mind the risks. Pretty similar risk of Target as well, which we won't see its production coming online before 2024. And then my best pick for Graphite at the moment would be looking into Novonix, which the video, it's just above here. If you missed the video last week, just take a look. Novonix. But this is it's good because it's cheap at the moment. It could go to 60 cents and triple the money. But again, if you're aiming to make money quickly in the market, it's probably in the wrong type of investment. If you don't make money quickly in secured places, you need to really trade consistently, accrue the profits, and then obviously then that's how you make money in the market. So consistent trading. Okay, so this is my view. Now, if you're gonna buy this at the moment, really, I wouldn't be buying. I would be actually selling the stock at the current times because it's trading near its a hypothetical resistance. Resistance is a level in which attracts a lot of sellers that want to either short the stock in some stage to profit out of a potential correction, which is not this case. I think come short RNU at this stage because I don't think there's market capital enough. But you can lock in profits. You can take profits. So that's why most of the market do on these cases. They take profits, and then the stock falls to what we call fair prices, which is pretty much in this area here where the green square is. Which ranges around the SMA levels. And that's when we want to be buying safely. Now, if you really want to make a really on-sale purchase here, then you aim for buying the stock under the SMAs at technically discounted prices. This is going to be by far the best entry on any stock. This is when I call making money when you buy. Whether we're gonna reach those levels, this is a big question. But sooner or later, I can tell you that sooner or later, the candles will meet the lines here, and then that's when we buy. Okay, this is my opinion. This is purely based on BGS20 and BG trading strategy. Hope you enjoyed this analysis, and if you like let us know what you think. If you don't like, let us know as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. The whole idea when we designed BG Trading BGS 20 strategy was to use only a set number of indicators to make it simple and clear to understand and to be able to apply our KPIs very easily and very effectively. So you don't have to be any Wall Street smart person to be able to apply those strategies. We really hope this course will help you to make better decisions and make successful trades. See you in the course.